Welcome back to Dove Presents Body and Mind Season 4. Now, in our day-to-day fast-paced lifestyle, balance is one thing we try to get in sync, be it physical, mental, work, or personal. But how often do we try to connect with our inner self? So today, I'm at the Miracles Wellness Center to connect with mine. Now, since the very beginning of our show, Body and Mind, over the last 4 seasons, we've often talked about chakras and the importance of having it balanced. Today, I've actually had the privilege of having my chakras analyzed in this biofeedback machine, which is imported specially from Russia. Now, to decode this entire mystery, I'm joined by a wellness consultant and a certified biofeedback analyst, Yogesh. Hi, Yogesh.
Hi.
That's a long title, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like basically it's a very technical title.
Absolutely. So I've already had my assessment done. I basically put each of my fingers and thumbs inside this little opening over here, and it basically gave Yogesh an entire analysis of my physical and emotional health,
right,
so to speak.
So see, if I capture it, and what I'm seeing on the screen at this moment is like it has registered something somewhere where you hit your wrist somewhere, and to start with it was just a hit, and it's registered as an emotional impact on your body.
Okay.
Which may have a mark, but it is still in both the bodies, that is the physical as well as the emotional. So as we go again in the front, what we see is like your chakras, basically the root chakra, which is not precisely balanced, which means you're not connected to the Mother Earth. You may need as a remedy to connect with Mother Earth, like plantations or anything which is there. Are you connected or not at this moment?
I'm not so sure.
Right.
No.
So and if we go higher, there is element heart, which element air, which our heart breathes in and out. So I can see some difference over there. That means, do you at times get some sort of anxiety, or like where your air gets either trapped or it's a palpitation?
I'm a busy woman and a mother to a 2-year-old, so I have plenty of anxiety and stress.
Right. So that's captured over there. So looking to the other aspects seems to me quite okay. So what we need to work on is your air element, and to a level your throat chakra.
Yeah.
See, we see a lot of things and we are not able to either vent out or take in.
Yeah.
So the session which we'll be doing with a tuning fork as a sound analogy, what we will be doing is we will be clearing a lot of issues which you're having. So I feel that would give you a lot of relaxation and a balance in
So
the
you're
body.
like an emotional plumber. You're going to unclog all my emotional blockages.
Yeah, you can say that.
All right, through something called a sound therapy, correct?
Yes.
All right, let's do it then. So today I experienced a couple of treatments which is very unlike any other traditional spa therapy that I've underwent, because it was really a deep dive into my inner self. To tell me a little bit more about the story or the concept behind Miracles Wellness Center, we need to ask the owner herself. Amrit, why did you call it Miracles? I'm sure that there's a strategy behind why you called it Miracles Wellness Center.
Really, honestly, it wasn't a strategy. It was just something that happened, like a miracle. Miracles is a miracle in itself. Miracles just felt so apt because I feel like all of us as individuals, we are a miracle. We're a walking, talking miracle in life. I feel like I really wanted to create a space where we could integrate the mind-body connection and really do some healing, resolve issues that people have, and really just create a space for empowerment and self-development in that way.
And what's really interesting about this place is that all your treatments or sessions and therapies are non-invasive.
That's
which
right,
brings me to Sonal. Sonal, Why don't you first of all tell us your job title, because it's really long for anyone to remember.
So I'm a medical doctor and an Access Consciousness certified facilitator.
Okay, so the therapy that I underwent with you is a non-surgical facelift.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So it's an Access Consciousness energetic facelift. Access Consciousness was basically created by someone called Gary Douglas, and it's a form of work which entails tools and body work that help to empower you and set the process of self-healing.
Okay.
So the facelift is one of those body processes. It changes the way you show up in the world. It changes your judgments about yourself. It changes the points of views that you have. And in doing so, in working with the energies of the body, you actually start to reverse signs of aging, look younger. I've heard of people telling me where their white hair started to turn black.
Wow.
So the facelift by itself is a combination of 10 to 20 different energies. If I start to say the names, they wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But the body understands, the body is intelligent. It understands what those energies are creating for it. And that starts to undo all of those points of views in your body.
That's very interesting, because from the time we are born, we are conditioned to, certain beauty standards, which we go to extremes to live up to. Now, after beauty, we of course have to discuss about inner beauty, which brings me to you, Yogesh. I think you and I had a very intimate session today. Looks like you pretty much know my entire life story.
Yeah,
we are BFFs now. Tell me a little bit about your session with me today, because I saw so many different colors, and I was quite amazed that you could tell me that now you're going to see yellow, or now you're going to see black.
If I ask you, how did you feel when the tuning fork was moved around your body?
I did feel a few vibrations and sudden jerks sometimes, and I think I fell asleep at some point because it was quite an intense session, but it was very interesting, the different colors, and of course, goes without saying, I went into a bit of an emotional trip. My mind went to all sorts of places. It was a very different experience, like nothing that I've ever experienced before.
No, in a way, it basically clears all the clutters which are there in our body. Unknowingly, some trauma which has happened or which is there. You cannot realize in your daily life, but when we do this tuning fork or any other modality, these starts going away. And what we did today, it will affect you for another 7 days. So
really?
You might feel dizziness, you might feel a bit light in your body.
I'm feeling a little light right now, to be honest. I'm finding it hard to remember things, or to stay a bit focused, because I'm in that state of nirvana, or I don't know what else to call it. Thank you so much to all three of you. Today has been a completely mind-boggling experience for me. I'm sure to come back without the camera crew to have, hopefully on a day when I'm not too exhausted, to really get a full experience of everything you guys have to offer, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing justice to Miracle Wellness Center. Guys, thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. So if my skin could talk, it would say, I'm unique. So respect me, breathe, and relax.
Wow, what a journey it was today. From getting a non-surgical facelift to taking a deep dive into my inner self, I feel a little bit light in my head and completely lost in my thoughtfulness. I think I need to go home and take a break until next week. All right, so why don't you guys make sure to come back at the same time next week for more.